Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions regarding this watch. Today, we are discussing a fascinating and highly complicated split-second chronograph in titanium launched back in 2020. The watch you see here from Richard Mille is the RM65-01 split-second chronograph, and it is simply full of surprises. It's a big watch, though as ever with RM, the fit is a little deceptive and size depends on where you measure. So I'm measuring the bezel from side to side, not including the crowns, not including the crown structures, just the bezel from side to side. I measure at 43.3. I measure it 16.2 millimeters thick, and then lug-to-lug total distance across the wrist, 50 millimeters. This example was sold in 2023, so though the watch model launched in 2020, the example in my hand and available is newer than that. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, we're going to zoom out as far as we can to show scale. I would wear this, and this is just fine. It's big, it's prominent, but it's an RM. You don't wear a watch like this to disappear it under a dress cuff. And the watch definitely has that highly technical RM aesthetic with the unmistakable tonneau profile. This is not a Vacheron Harmony style tonneau. This is something that's more technical. This is something that is more gearhead oriented. So if you like cars, if you like aircraft, if you like mechanical things, guns and pens, it seems like people like all of those things at once. And if you like any of those things, then this is probably right up your alley. The strap is a lovely piece, and as you can see, it is ventilated, which is nice on a hot day. The strap's in excellent condition. You can see it is a RM factory strap, brand new. Taking a look at the buckle, the well-known GNF Chatelain design, but with a RM-specific buckle on top of the clasp. Taking a look, you can see we have a combination of satin finish, along with media blast and profile, and RM's famous spline screws. And then inside we have the traditional Chatelain leaf spring design that gives you a lot of the surety of a locking trigger actuated folding clasp, but without the complexity. So it is quite resilient, and even violence on the wrist is unlikely to cause this clasp to open, such as the leverage of that leaf spring. Rolling back to the case, you can see that the strap and profile has a little bit of evacuation that includes the hollows of the case flank, so one flows into the other. This is grade 5 titanium, so sometimes known as 6-4 titanium. It's hypoallergenic and lighter than steel, just like grade 2. Unlike grade 2, it's also more scratch resistant than steel. So this is a very scratch resistant, light, hypoallergenic material. Crowns and crowns and crowns. The first thing you need to know is that this is not a crown. Everything else is. This crown does not pull out, so do not attempt to do so. The watch features a design that incorporates a little bit of polymer, the shoulders on the primary crown. You can see that we've got machined carbon, and then we've got titanium. So the watch is a split-second chronograph. I'm able to split the seconds to gauge the gap between, for example, two cars around a track. Car 1 finishes. Now car 2 finishes. Now I can catch them back up and start over again. So I want to know if that gap is waxing or waning. With the split-second chronograph, I can. Part of the advantage here, too, is from a mechanical standpoint, you got not one but two very crisp column wheel actuators. Now what's fascinating here is that the watch has a multi-function crown. So see how it says select? Well, look down in the corner. You can see now we're in winding mode, which allows me to wind the watch. Now I'm actually in a mode that allows me to set the date. You can see the date is up in the little green aperture between 10 and 11. Now I press again, hour for heure minute, but I'm going to say it's probably hour because if we were en français, W would be R, so this is going to be hour. Now I can set the time. That's how this works. But you're probably wondering if there's a winding mode here. Now we're in it. What is this all about? Well, the idea here is that you can wind the watch in the winding mode, but we also have this trigger that allows for rapid winding. So if the watch is stopped and you want to quickly re-energize it completely, push this a few times and it'll jump into action. Of course, we have a split seconds trigger that allows us to split the seconds, and we have a primary that allows us to admire the vertical couplings. This is a vertical clutch, which means there's no extraneous motion or secondary jumping when you start up a vertical clutch chronograph. It is seamless. And because of the nature of the vertical clutch, you can simply leave it running if you prefer to have running chronograph seconds on the dial. There's no wear and tear to the watch. You can also see instantaneous jumping chrono minutes. And I think it's important to note that when the watch is in setting mode, take a look at the running seconds down there. Setting mode for the hours is also a hacking seconds mode, so it is a stop seconds setting mode. The watch operates at 36,000 vibrations per hour like a Zenithal Primero, so we have a smoother sweep than you'd see on a conventional chronograph, with the potential to discern intervals as small as 1/10 of a second. Remember, 36,000 vibrations per hour, 10 beats per second, 5 hertz. Let's do a quick lume shot. You can see the watch is luminescent. Now, if you look carefully at the dial, you can see that there's this outer chaptering that's made of carbon fiber, and that there is a little red case seal that helps to seal this watch to 50 meters. You can also see that there's a secondary sapphire on which the calibrations and the subdials sit, and then you've got the numerals as well as the RM65 script on that second underlying sapphire. Take a good look at the movement. You can see that it is machined and darkened titanium. On the reverse side, we can see more of that movement. This is the Richard Mille RM65-01, which is based on a movement launched in 2018. The Valche manufacturer Seed VMF 6710. So if you've seen high-frequency Parmigiani watches, you've probably seen a version of this movement, but this one is customized and built specifically for RM. You could see Valgine, a major RM stakeholder, makes the case, and also that the case back is curved, so it fits well on a smaller wrist and hugs the contours. The movement's made entirely of grade 5 titanium, bridges and plates. For durability, we have a full balance bridge and a free sprung balance, which again beats away at 5 hertz, pardon me. This is a 5-position adjustment, which is the high horology and chronometer standard. We have not 1 but 2 column wheels. They're both very sharp, and the vertical coupling. We have a rotor. This is an automatic winding watch that features variable inertia winglets inboard. So your RM watchmaker will ask you when you take it in, well, how active are you? And if you're very active, you can set this to tone down the winding efficiency to preserve the winding mechanism. If you're very sedentary like me and you work in an office, then you'll set it to maximum winding efficiency. Now, the watch also is a 51 jewel caliber. The entire assembly of this watch is over 600 pieces, so it's quite complex. It has a 60-hour power reserve, but RM notes that that'll be plus or minus 10% depending on whether or not the chronograph is actually running, so that's an important distinction. There are many different finishes here: satination, media blast, polishing, solarization, and they are all present. It is a well-attended to movement, and it is almost a square caliber, being about 31 by 30 millimeters long versus wide, so it's a nice fit for this case. You can see the other column wheel that's hidden, and a movement that has excellent depth. It's also been reinforced for shock resistance, as the spacer between the movement and the case has a little bit of an elastomer shock resistance function as well. There's a lot to explain in this watch, but it's also a watch that offers a lot. It's a lot of fun to own. It's an iconic design from an iconic manufacturer, and a lot of folks say that the RM lifestyle is the way to go. Even if you're the second or third owner of a watch, if you register with them, they actually get in contact and they stay in contact. So if you never quite understood the RM fascination based on the watches alone, the lifestyle and the sort of camaraderie between RM owners is a big reason why people get into these. If you'd like to explore that more in depth, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.